What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you guys having a good day so far. In today's video, we're going to be testing some of the quality of life features that's going to be coming in the upcoming update. There's some pretty nice quality of life updates here, so we get a chance to test it first here on the test server. So without further ado, let's take a look here. A very short laundry list here. So first we have a gear auto-equipped. Doom Tower background battles, auto climb, that's really nice. Relics multi-crafting, ability to craft up to 10 relics at once. Now that was something that was not mentioned previously. So that's a huge update, because I think we've been calling for this for a while because it's so painful. Now the next thing they need to really do is actually, allow us to craft or level up relics quickly. What's next? The ability to exchange superior oils, chaos dust, superior extracts, chaos power. So we can get to check that out. New gear filters for artifact and accessories, and then long tapping on a champion's avatar on this team selection screen upgrade. Okay, so let's check those all out here. So first, let's do the Doom Tower background battles. All right, let's see how that's going to work, and then we can do the other stuff at the same time. Doom Tower background battles. Well, it kind of sucks because it looks like the Doom Tower is fully cleared, I guess. Let's see. Is that going to work? I mean, it's already start. So unfortunately, I can't show ourselves climbing up. Oh, actually, it's climbing up right now. So all we had to do was basically go into it, and then there was that option to click the background battles. And look, it's actually climbing up. Okay, cool. So that's how it's going to work. So now we can do other things. Potentially, this could save some people, a couple minutes every day, which is kind of nice. You can kind of see it slowly climbing up here. All right, so that's cool. So we can do that while we do something else. Okay, let's jump into the gear auto equipped. Now, this one, it will be interesting. It really comes down to how good this this gear equipped will be, because they stated that it's kind of for new players. I have very low expectations for this. I don't expect this to be very good. Obviously, the big negative here is that if new players follow this advice as kind of like a game helper, then it could really lead them, lead them on the wrong path, right? So that's kind of the thing to look out for if you guys are brand new players. You guys don't want to follow this build tool, but let's check out what it looks like and what it can do. Let's check. Okay, let's try to build our Snick Tracks here. HP based. He's a support champion. Let's see what we can do. So we can jump in here. Automatically equips your champion with recommended artifacts to boost their performance. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of HP. That's a lot of HP. Accuracy's low. Speed is generally kind of low. It does take some pieces here. So I'm going to move this stuff. It does take some pieces here. It's not going to worry about sets. That's the thing. That's what it said in the update, preview update. It says not going to consider sets. So he's mainly just worried about HP. So in this case, I don't think this is a great build for Snick Tracks, mainly because it doesn't have enough accuracy to handle a lot of content, and the speed's actually on the low side. Let's see if we click it again, if we get another set. No, recommended gear is already equipped. So you really only has one gear set to go through. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Let's try another champion here. I'm gonna just pick a champion okay, let's gear Osgron here. Let's see what it's gonna do. So Osgron, if you're gonna build him out manually, you need him to be fast, you need him to have good accuracy. So let's see what the auto equip feature will recommend. And he is pretty fast. He's way faster than Snick Tracks. He has relatively low accuracy. Let's check out what it auto equips for the accessories. It is recommending accuracy banner, defense with good accuracy, and HP with a refresh ring. It's kind of weird, but this build is not too shabby. It's not too bad. Just under 400 accuracy, 300 speed. It's not too bad. Not terrible, not too bad, not great. Especially with my level of account, you can definitely find some better gear here. But it also looks like it's not taking gear off of champions. I think this is kind of a good way just to build champions kind of quickly, maybe. And it probably would help newer players just get a general sense of what the champion kind of requires. Let's try one more champion. Let's pick a damage dealer. Let's see if he goes for 100% crit rate on some kind of damage dealer here. Let's go. Okay, let's go for Relic Wormbane. He is a damage dealer. Yeah, so let's see what it does, what it recommends here. Yes, it does go for the 100% crit rate, accuracy, really good speed, and attack. You know, not too bad. Like, it's not making the best builds, to be honest, but it's kind of hitting the stats. It's kind of hitting the stats. He's got good speed. He's got the 100% crit rate. So it did discern that he was a damage dealer. He did give him accuracy because he does require accuracy. He's got really low base HP, but you're not going to gear him with HP if you want to do damage, really. And the sets are mishmash sets, but it kind of hits the stats. So I'd say below average, but probably would be helpful for brand new players. So I'm, mildly impressed. I would say I'm mildly impressed, and I could see the benefit of this for newer players for sure. All right, so let's jump into this next one here. Relics multi-crafting, ability to craft 10 relics at one time. This is going to be interesting here. It looks like the background battles are finished on the Doom Tower. That's really nice. Just one extra thing into the background stuff, which player needs to get on top of because they need to put more stuff in the background. Okay, so let's jump into the relic crafts here. Sorry, just one sec. All right, so we can do 10 crafts here at one time. Let's do the epic crafts. Oh, look, there's a new gear symbol here. Let's get rid of this snip stuff. There's a new gear symbol here. Let's see what we can do with this. Oh, okay. So we can do up to 10. This is a very kind of clunky looking user interface here. Like they could have just easily did like a slider or something. That would have been a lot easier instead of this. It just takes up visually. It just looks not great. But sure, you can do 2 crafts. So now you can craft 2. So we remove this for a sec. So now it turns into craft 2. Okay, cool. I mean, what else? Let's see. Let's go. How about we go with this one? This one like this. And in this case, we can craft 3. Okay. So you have to change it every time you go onto a new one? Really? That doesn't seem very nice. You go to the faction wars. Let's go to faction wars. Yes. If you change it, that means you have to change it back. You see this? Okay. Interesting. So you craft 1. I don't know. I feel like this is kind of clunky looking. I love that the function is here, but it does feel kind of clunky-ish. Okay, let's craft 3. Why not? Let's see what happens. Boom, boom, boom. Can't argue with, you can argue with how it looks and stuff, but hey, it got 3 of them done, and that's gonna chop off some of your time a little bit, especially if you've been saving up for a while, and you need to craft like dozens of these, then yeah, it's gonna save you a bunch of time. Okay, so that's great. Let's jump into the superior oils. Okay, let's check out the oil converter here, and let's see how much we have to pay for this. I'm very curious. So let's jump into upgrade, ascend, and we got the mixer here. Here we go. You got the mixer. How many? 20 superior oils for 1 chaos dust. How much does 20? Okay, how much does 1 cost? 20 to mix costs 100K. So if you gotta mix 10, that's $1 million. 10 is like the first 3 rolls or something. Okay, so if you need 100, what's 100 gonna cost you? 10 million? Okay, I mean, silver-wise, I don't think it's that crazy. I was expecting the silver to be way more, but I don't think it's that crazy. The cost is quite crazy, 20 per 1. It's not that easy to get like 20 of these, right? So let's see, you gotta convert 200 of these into 20. Is it? Or 100? Yeah, you need 200 of these to get 20. And then this one, I mean, you need 10 to convert into 1. So how much to get 20? You need 2,000. So you need 2,000 of the little ones to get 200 of the big ones. Medium ones. And then you need 200 of the medium ones to get 20 of the superior ones. And then you get 1. I mean, it gives people an option, especially if you don't, especially if you're not able to farm 25. It gives people an option to get Chaos Dust. It's not a cheap option, but you know, I think the option is there and it's better than before. And it's a late game resource. They're not going to give it away for free. Otherwise, you just, you know, a lot of people spend a lot of energy in the Sand Devil, right? So trying to get Chaos Dust. So this way, it gives them a little bit more mileage out of the other potions. I think it's a great change. I think it's a great update. We needed this for sure. All right, let's check out the gear filter. So there's new gear filters here. I'm gonna move my big head. Let's move over here. So gear filters. Let's check out what we got here. So we got current level. This is what we're looking for here, guys. Oh my goodness. Level. Look at this. 0 to 4, and then it breaks it up individually. So let's go 0 to 4. Okay. And then we go 5 to 8. 9 to 12 is very specific. And then you can actually remove the ones that you don't want. Interesting. Oh, the big thing here is subtracting specific substats. Okay, so we can subtract substats. So let's say speed. Without speed. Oh my goodness, guys, look at this. We have the without button here. That is cool. So without speed. Actually, I'm curious. Let's see what without speed. Oh my God, I got 400 pieces without speed. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? What am I keeping? Okay, some of these are okay. What am I keeping here? With parry. Oh yeah, these are to be reworked. These are to be reworked, perhaps. Okay, well, I got a lot of speed pieces here that I can get rid of. So that's great. We got the without button. You know, if you're looking for a specific gear, and I think this is going to be the big one where people are going to be looking for gear without speed, and then they're just going to delete most of it. Don't do that. Be a little bit more thoughtful. You know, just select the ones that you really want to delete. You definitely want to keep some that don't have speed, especially if they have good rolls on them. So that's great. That's a good update for the filter there. We can sort by levels, and then we can sort by without substat, which is amazing. And then the last thing here from this next update is long tapping on a champion's avatar on the team selection screen upgrade. Okay, so they got some kind of upgrade here on the team selection. Long press. So long press. Oh, it goes to your champion box instead of the index. That's great. So now you can have a look at your gear. Actually, that's nice. That's a nice quality of life, actually. You know, that's a nice quality of life. Not gonna lie, that's a nice quality of life. Can you do stuff? Can you change the gear? Yes, you can just jump into and change the gear. Okay, that's great. So if you have your team set up and then you know one of your champions requires gear, you can just jump in, long press. So this is long left click, and then you can just change the gear or do whatever you need to do. Okay, that's great. Previously, you would have to click this and then look for that champion because when you long click, it would send you to the index. So this is a nice little quality of life. I mean, like these are little things, but I think it does, you know, make the game feel a little bit better. All right, guys, one last thing that we didn't cover in all this update patch is that there is a brand new player and play program here called the treasure ticket. So when you jump into here, it looks like a slot machine. And basically what they're doing is they are giving us these silver Plarium tickets that we can pick up every day. And there's going to give us some opportunity to get some of these rewards in the middle. If you guys collect player and play points, there's going to be a monthly kind of progression system here where you can pick up some of these golden tickets. The golden tickets will give you better chances at some of the loot here. Let's check out the chances here for the loot so you guys can get an idea of what you guys are up against. So for the most part, we're going to get potions. 1/3 of the time, we're getting potions or rare materials. This is basically from the silver ticket. And the odd chance we might pick up a legendary book, it's 0.6% chance at a legendary book. Void shard, 1.5% chance. So these are the high value items. The immortal soulstone, 1.5% chance. Now this is from a silver ticket, and this is supposed to be something that we get every day. We haven't seen it in the shop yet, so it's supposed to come up here. We saw this in the preview images that they showed, but there's nothing here in the shop, and they're of course not selling it right now on the test server. So we'll have to see what happens when it comes out live. But hey, we get a free shot at a void shard, at, you know, a legendary book every day. You know, gotta take that. And then, of course, if you're a big spender, you're going to get some additional rewards here, or possibility of rewards with the golden tickets. Let's go back to the chances here. If you have a golden ticket, that's going to take away some of the weaker prizes. So the rare materials, the potions, the energy, the XP boost, some of the smaller rewards, and it's going to give you some higher odds and some of the nicer rewards here. 15% chance on epic materials, 11% chance on the legendary materials. And then the Void Shard, and the Void Shard is actually 4%. So it's actually the highest value in terms of lowest rates. Legendary Book at 5%. So it's weird. The Void Shard is more valuable with the gold ticket than a legendary book. I don't know. I don't know why they did this weird change here, but they basically made it harder for free to play players to get legendary books, I guess. I don't know, with the free ticket, and they made the paid ticket easier to get legendary books. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But anyways, you guys see the full breakdown here. If you guys are interested, to jot it down for your own records. But hey, we're going to get some free stuff with some free tickets. Can't say no to that. And, obviously these are going to be better than like mystery shards, which we get every day anyways. So I kind of look at this silver ticket as basically a mystery shard, right? Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. We got a really, really nice quality of life update coming up here this week. We got the brand new Doom Tower auto background battle, which is great. More stuff in the background battles will be awesome. Hopefully, they start incorporating, their PvP stuff that we can do in the foreground, and then we have stuff running in the background, like they said previously. We want to see more of that. So, Doom Tower being there, that's good. That's a good start. We have the auto-equipped gear sets. Not the best. It's not going to be super helpful for late game players, but for early game players, I think it's actually going to be decent. It doesn't look too bad. We did a couple swaps there and they looked okay, not too bad, right? Surprise update here, or surprise kind of quality of life feature. They do mass relic crafting, which is great. The next step is going to be mass relic leveling. That'll be huge. Another huge boost for progressing players is the dust and powder conversion. That's great. If you can't tackle the top difficulties for Sand Devil or Shogun, then having that converter is going to be really good. It's not the best rates or anything like that, but hey, you at least have the option. The new gear filter is going to be awesome as well. I really like that. And even just the long tapping on the avatars to get you into your collection as opposed to going to inbox. That's just more useful, more functional for the players. We want to see more of those kind of updates. So to me, this update looks amazing. A lot of stuff really hits it really well. Of course, there's lots of other things that they can do that can improve upon for this game, but this is a step in the right direction for sure. And really not too many complaints from this update, so I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a good addition to the game. I guess lastly, this is a new feature in the game, the treasure tickets. It's going to be pretty low stakes for most people, and if people want to start buying raffle tickets or lottery tickets to start gambling on this stuff, it's kind of like a side game. I don't know. These things are pretty expensive, like $70 for 2,500. Yeah, you get a couple golden tickets, so you get a couple extra rewards here, but you're paying a bunch of money to gamble it up. I mean, you might as well just pay the money for the reward that you want. Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's just the free stuff. Take the free stuff. Take the chance at some nicer free stuff, and call it a day, right? And also, you might get some tickets along the way as some event rewards or something like that. So maybe it's something that players trying, but I don't think it's going to be a huge feature. It's not a raid game. It doesn't really bring too much value to raid. It's just another, slot machine gambling type of mechanic in this game. So I'm not too fond of this, but hey, it's free stuff. At the base of it, it's just free stuff, right? And if you want to participate in gold tickets, then go right ahead. But anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this brand new update. Lots of stuff here, lots of good stuff for the most part. Let me know what your top most wanted quality of life is in the comments below. I'm sure players are watching these brand new update videos very closely, so they might read your comment. If you guys want to check out the brand new champions coming in this update, I left them in another video here. I'll put it up right here so you guys can check it out. You guys might enjoy it. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching until the end. I appreciate you all. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.